Okay, so in order for not to make it too long of a science episode, because again we need to get back to wrap up all the politics and history issues, at least for now, I'll take maybe 5 samples from 3 containers. So these two, you already know them. They are based on the water from the original aquarium. It's not the time to reiterate like what's the history of this ecosystem and what because this is supposed to be just a quick agenda video, and right after that the actual microscopic video. So this will be one or two samples from this container. It is actually it's got like a big magnet on like the bottom, which I speak about it like in another time because it requires explanation and some kind of an analysis. Anyway, but we will take probably 2 samples, one from the bottom near the magnet, which will probably expected should contain large concentration of the robots and very little life forms, because we have some reason to believe that these kind of life forms are not they are created more efficiently in the vicinity of magnets, because as we know, Neros, they know how to harness magnetism, like electricity and magnetism, very well, like for their like energetic purposes. But I have good reasons to believe that actually the life forms of this kind are not, the synthetics are not doing well like in magnetic in strong magnetic field. It actually can kill it. So we'll take from the bottom, also from the middle, I say. And this is another container that we've used from the same material. It's kind of like, they go together, but it was a smaller magnet. And we'll also take another, maybe a sample or 2 from this one. This was a very old, it wasn't part of the original aquarium. It's another one, pretty old. It's like from April, very old container. If you remember, initially it was supposed to be used as a complicated, sophisticated brown container for electrolysis, for creation of things like, rings and diamonds, like things that are more like, solid, not life forms. But it wasn't. It proved to be like not efficient. And later I've switched to metal containers for electrolysis that are, more that were completely different direction. That was proven much better. Anyway, I've kept the water in. It contains high. It originally contained very high concentration of beeswax and also pee and after and semen. The pee was, if you remember, we used like the discotheque. If you remember, it's one of the old like instruments that I created to that use like light and magnetic impulses, and I've used my pee with it. I don't know if you remember, it is from around May or something like that. So this kind of like material also can be found originally in this container. Now, what is interesting in this container right now is you can see huge creatures like floating on it, even without microscope. I hope that that there is enough light. I don't have enough light in this room, unfortunately. But you can actually see all sorts of like nice creatures, certainly not carbon-based, that are having fun here. I admit the smell is terrible. I need probably like a better way to see it. But as I said, oxygen flow is not that bad for the creation of like all sort of life forms. Not only carbon ones. Actually, it helps a lot. No, I'm not worried about myself because of all sorts of reasons that I've discussed in the past. And regarding the Earth, so you need to run. You have to stop moving your mouses and tongues. You have to stop the mouse and tongue issue, and as quick as possible switch to arms and leg mode of operation, because we require arms and legs, not mouses and tongues. We need to be rescued from the Nazi prison.